you've ever wondered, what is an email list? Do I actually need one? How can it actually benefit my business and make me money? Then I'm here to answer all of these questions. Essentially, if you've ever had someone kind of inquire about your services and then disappear, that is where the power of having email lists really comes in, because studies show that 80% of sales happen after 5 to 12 touch points, which is so much more than we expect, because stats also show that 44% of us, freelancers, small business owners, coaches, we give up after just one interaction. And that's normal, because say you jumped on a quick call and then they never reached out again, you're probably thinking, oh, we're probably not a good fit. I probably shouldn't be too pushy. They probably don't need me. But the thing is, it's usually not a no, it's a not yet. And that's where you need a very nurturing sequence to continuously remind them of your existence. And that's where email newsletters come in. You can send them something every single week, every other week, or every single month, just to stay top of mind, just to show up for them. They don't even need to open it, but as long as they see your name, they know that you're an active business. And so when they do need that service that you offer, they will think of you straight away. Okay, let's dive into what is the technicalities of an email list. What is it? Essentially, it is just a list of email addresses from people who you can reach out to and contact them. And it's managed using an email marketing platform such as Substack, ConvertKit, or Flowdesk, which is the one that I use. And you can actually check it out using this QR code on the left. It is amazing. It is simple, easy to use, and beautiful, and I use it to build out all of my clients' email lists. I design their newsletters, make everything look nice and pretty, and essentially help them turn that into converted sales. But the most important thing you need to remember today is that your email is important because it is your direct line of contact to your audience, to whether it's past clients or future prospects and leads. These people are in the future possibly going to become your customers or your clients. And the important thing to remember is that quality is more important than quantity. And unlike social media, this email list is an asset that you can fully control. And let's dive into why it matters. Because now everything is changing to a For You algorithm, and that is kind of led by TikTok, which is where it doesn't really matter who's subscribed to you or who follows you. The algorithm just recommends this content to other people who watch similar content, which means if you have 1,000 followers on Instagram, you might see sometimes that your content only gets 300 views, or maybe sometimes it gets 2,000 views if you're lucky, but usually your views tend to be less than your subscribers or your followers. And why is that happening? It's because these platforms, they're not showing all your content to every single one on your follower list anymore, which is super unfortunate, because like, well, then what is the point of that? But that is the unfortunate case right now. Whereas if you send emails to your email list, you know it'll land in their inbox. And the thing is, we check our inboxes 15 times a day on average. And that is why you see stats like this, that email converts 4 to 5 times better than social media, because it's an intimate space in the inbox. We prioritize time to clear out inbox, to read through the emails that look important or look interesting. And I think I've seen the statistic where the ROI for email is around $36 to $42 per $1 spent, which makes sense because there's barely any expense when it comes to email marketing. It's just that monthly subscription fee for whichever email marketing platform that you choose. So now let's dive into, do I need one as a freelancer or a small business owner if I'm just starting out? And my quick answer to this is, the earlier you start, the better. And it doesn't matter if you have one person on your list or 2 people. For the longest time, I had less than 20, but I started one as soon as I started my business. And I just want to get into the habit of delivering value, putting stuff out there, and to continuously add people to your list, to look at prospective clients, use it as an outreach tool in the beginning, because a lot of people think of email lists as like a broadcast, but I want you to think of it as something super personal. I literally call my email newsletters love letters in my head. I don't tell people that. It's kind of awkward, but I think of one person. I think of this one person who is a real person. I'm not going to name her name, just for privacy, but she's a student of mine, and she is literally my ideal client. She is the sweetest. She's trying to build her business, and every single one of my emails is for her. And that is where having something super specific, it resonates with a lot more people instead of writing something generic. And it doesn't even have to always be super educational. It just has to showcase that you're a human and build trust, because people only work with people who they trust and know you're not going to scam them. And that is kind of one of the main core values of having an email list and this direct line of contact. Okay, Now let me answer, how does it actually work? So essentially, you need a mechanism for people to join your email list. They're not just going to join out of the blue. And that's where a lot of people start and get stuck at. And what you use to get people on your list is a lead magnet, something that's free, something that delivers value. And I like to think of it as, what does your ideal audience, a potential client, a potential customer, a potential student, what do they need in this moment in time that you can provide them and that you can give it to them for free? For example, it could be a checklist. For example, if you're offering web design services, it could be your ultimate website checklist for conversions for whatever this industry. And then you can send it out to your potential clients, your dream clients, and say, hey, I realize you're in this industry and all my dream clients in this industry, we have some experience, doing stuff for this space. I just want to share this little checklist with you. Might be helpful. And that's it. So non-salesy, so value-driven. And it's a no-brainer for them to give you the email. Sometimes they don't even think about it. They're like, oh, fair. I just need to type in my email so they can deliver this checklist or guide or whatever it is to them. And then they've joined your list. And then you can send them a follow-up that says, hey, I saw that you download my free checklist. Hope you found it helpful. I'm going to continuously send you useful tidbits. And then you just keep showing up. And then maybe a few emails down, you come in with an offer. Hey, if you want an audit for your website, then I have some sessions available to be booked this week. Things like that. That is how you come in with an offer. Deliver, and then come in with an offer. And that's from Gary V's, I think it's jab, 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 hook, where you give, and then you offer a way for them to work with you. And that's essentially just how it works. If you're a designer, you can honestly turn ghosted inquiries into clients just a few months later through this nurturing email sequence. If you're a coach, you can absolutely sell $1,000 digital products to engage subscribers. If you're a freelancer trying to book projects, all you need is a list of 100 or so people, continuously nurture them until a handful of people wants to book with you, and that is a full-time business. And at the end of the day, it's really about the connections that you make, and it's not about spinning your wheels. The good thing also is that you're reaching out to a lot of people at the same time, be it 5 in the beginning or 500 down the line. But the most important thing I want to remind you of is to treat it as more of an intimate letter to one person rather than a broadcast, because that's where you really connect with people. Just this morning, I received this email right here, and it's from a lovely fellow designer, and she reached out saying this: "Hi Annie, I can completely relate." So this is an email that I sent talking about burnout. And she said that I'm currently traveling on vacation and I'm finding it hard to fully relax. All the last minute work coming in from clients. Your email was such a timely reminder to slow down and make space for rest. I also wanted to say how much I enjoy your YouTube videos. I always click on them right away when a new one pops up. And I took the leap to start working for myself last year. And your content has been a big source of motivation through that journey. And thank you for sharing what you do. Please keep creating. And it's so sweet. It is moments like this that make this journey incredibly fulfilling. And I just wanted to give you a shout out. And I just want to thank you so much for being part of this journey. And if all of this seems a little bit too complicated, if you want more of a templatized approach, I literally do this for a living for clients. So if you want my exact template, you can join me in an upcoming 10K Masterclass. You can scan the QR code on the left right here. It's essentially where I pull back the curtains to share with you all the templates and systems I use to run my solopreneur business. So what are you waiting for? Go out there and build your email list. Send me the link to join and I'm going to be your first subscriber. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love this one on the left right here. If you prefer listening on the go, we also have a podcast version called the Brand Creator Podcast. Really appreciate you hanging out with me today and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.